take it to them. Attack and maneuver approved actions. Card number 24.
Ooh. Heroes. Heroes are first.
Oh, okay.
Alright, heroes, attack and maneuver are your approved actions.
I'm gonna wail on the guy.
You're gonna wail on the guy?
His stick.
18.
So +5.
Melee?
17.
You're going with the stick
Still
again,
17.
right? So 17 to hit with his dodge of 9, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's a difference of frickin' 8. That gives you a good success, which gives you an additional die.
Gives you a
Yep.
beat.
So I'm just
Roll it. Drop it.
Yep.
Pretty next
3,
to
so
find out
strength
in a minute.
plus 3 plus
Gives me
3.
whichever one it
So
is I'm
strength
looking
plus
for.
6 is your damage.
12.
12, and his armor is 12, but he gets 2 shock.
And an additional
An additional shock because of the stick, so he's 5 shock right
That's
now.
great.
Damn.
That's great. They're fighting and shooting. I don't want to shoot into combat. I'm still not 100%. I'm still waiting.
Your option, because you got a guy aiming at you, is you can maneuver
Yeah.
to make that aiming difficult, and it's an
Question.
approved action.
Is
Yeah.
Is that smooth? Is that
Well,
smooth?
it's a stairwell. It's
No, I'm talking about the banister thing. Is it smooth like smooth marble or
Yeah.
wood or anything like it? I jump up and slide.
Okay. Do it. Let's see you maneuver. You sliding around the corner to get out of that and aim.
With a 2.
Oh.
And it comes from a child.
What's your maneuver?
My maneuver? 8.
Okay. Well, you're like, I gotta get out of here with this kid. I gotta save this child, and you're like, man, I can't trip down these stairs because that's what you're seeing. You get this vision of you like stumbling down the stairs with this kid and wiping out on her and getting shot in the back of the head. You're like, no. So one possibility your way. You can choose to spend it now if you want.
I'm using her for a 10. So
Yeah.
12,
12.
which gives me a 0.
Right. What's your maneuver?
8.
8 versus their maneuver, which they don't have, so it's going to be base dex of 8, so it's going to be a standard success.
So jump.
Yeah, so give yourself a card. We'll call the aim a fail. You're at step B. You have to reject this freaking implant that's trying to get.
This trying to take
That's
over?
trying to take over you. That's the eye
I
thing
believe
that's
this
trying
one would be
to dig
more
into you.
prudent. Kid
And
do
you're like,
Bugs
no,
Bunny
no,
or
right?
meat.
Reject.
So this is the reality.
Maybe Tom and Mary.
9.
There we go.
Minus 1.
Split the
This is
difference.
12. What do I need?
You need a 10.
Okay, but I got a 12 on this one, so I'm okay.
Okay, alright, so you're rejecting it. You're like going, oh, I can't let this thing overcome me.
Can he not try and push it because the rest of the
He
alphabet
can
is
try
up
to
there?
push it. You
How
can,
much more is the difficulty when I do that? Is that a 2?
I don't know.
Yeah, we should clarify those push rules for me, please.
I'm sure he can
Yes.
push it because all the alphabet is up there. Technically, if you wanted to, you could
Push right
you
through
could
the
try.
I think
Yeah.
it's basically a multi-action.
Yeah,
Is it?
yeah. Give me a rules clarification on that, and we'll see what that
Dynamic resolution.
dramatic skill resolution.
Characters can use combined actions to help with a task, or attempt multiple steps in a round as a multi-action if the correct dramatic steps are listed.
Okay, so then you would be at a -2 on your C,
Okay.
which means your difficult. Well, essentially, your
Do I roll again for this, or am I still
no,
basing
it's
on
the
previous
same
one?
roll. You're basing it
Okay.
all on the same roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
12 was my roll.
Right, if you're like feeling like you really want to resist this and push through, you're feeling like you're gonna put everything behind this, and you can feel energy building up inside of you to help you push through this. Now you can gain a possibility and spend it if you want now, or save it for later. But if
I
you're gonna
have
go
an
for a
action which
push,
allows me to add +3 to the result of my challenge. Can I put that in for this? for
yes,
this
you
scene?
can.
As well.
And that will put it up to 15,
Yes.
right? So I can hold on to my possibility point.
Yes.
And now I've got enough to pass through C with this.
Correct.
Okay. How much further is the difficulty if I push for D?
Okay, well right now, it's a -2 and then a -4. So like, well, or a plus in this case, right? So
Yeah.
your difficulty for your C is 12,
Yeah.
and for your D is 14.
Okay, so I will have made it past the 14 with that +3. 15 was my end result,
Yes.
right? So I will
Yeah.
push all the way through D then.
Okay. So,
Okay.
yeah.
They're out of it.
All right. So you're like, screw this. I'm rejecting this, and like you like walk out of this. And so, what did you pick for your other miracles?
The other word enemy, commune with spirits, and banish.
Okay.
The banish works well for getting the shit out of my head. I'm okay with pushing shit away from me.
Banish word enemy and commune with spirits. Okay. What's your commune with spirits power do?
Allows me to speak with appropriate spirits in the area, provided I believe they are here. Hang on. To talk to whatever spirits are appropriate to his mythos. Invoking the dialogue assumes you're in a place where the spirit should be present. A church for saints, a stream for water spirits. There are some difficulties. I can ask questions. They know different things depending on the type and see things from their perspective. Not omniscient, only know things connected to that
Okay.
former life.
I would like you to make a commune with spirits roll. So you're like, you snap back and you're like reaching out around you, right?
All right. I will do so.
Because you can feel this power overwhelming you, like this holy essence, and it's not coming from the machine you were just hooked up to. It's coming from within.
Because I didn't hook up to it.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Now, what do you want to see here? This is a skill of Faith 10. I have enough to be able to activate
Yes.
this.
So you make a roll.
Okay. And this is a Faith roll, right?
Yeah.
Minus 4. Faith says 8. Can I possibility this for an additional
Yes, you
dice?
can.
So it was 5 and 13. 18 instead. So it's 5, 17.
17. All right. So like, and you're reaching out, and suddenly you're overwhelmed with these haunting voices, and like standing in the room with you, you see these apparitions of these like people from all different periods of life, and like it's almost like this whole area is like haunted by these
Are they all
echoes of
human?
the past. Yes, they are all human.
Okay.
And they're like echoes and shudders of the past in this place. Like you're seeing some sort of memories, and as you do, like they're crying out, they're like, your God, your faith does not want you to succumb to the false idol. And you know, and then they like fade out, right? And you know, and you're like, feel that power within you, right? So how many possibilities have you gotten thus far?
That's 2 tonight.
That's 2, so you need to have a total of 3.
Okay.
So you've had, so take
Had
your
2.
third.
Okay. Just pass me a third.
Okay. You have access to your miracles,
Okay.
right? Of course, they'll be situational for you to
Apply them.
apply
Yep, I get
them.
that.
Yeah. But yes. So like, you know, you just had the spirits give you a warning.
Okay.
So take a hand, 4 cards.
4
Okay.
cards.
Yeah. So as this is happening, and as these spirits are talking to you, you start like bristling with this energy, and you feel imbued with this, you know, voice within you that almost wasn't there before. Like there's some sort of strength within that's been, you know, multiplied and given you some, you know, constitution to move forward, right?
All right. I hear this.
And what was your perk?
Rum Runner is the other one.
Right. Okay.
Should Ernesto draw more cards too?
Well, no, Ernesto's not quite there yet. Ernesto's still in the midst of his transformation. RJ has managed to breach the barriers and reject the Cyberchurch's freaking brainwashing in here, and in so doing has
Don't reward
managed
me
to
for that.
walk out of that confession booth with his faith in his humanity stronger than it was before.
Do I still have an implanted eye?
Yeah.
No, you rejected it. That was part of step B.
Do I get
Was
my
your-
actual eye back?
Yes. Well, no, it was trying to implant it. You're trying to reject it,
Okay.
right, and integrate you. And then step C and D is like, okay, so you're pulling away, and the arm is like reaching out and trying to snap in you, and you're trying to avoid getting wrapped up by it again, right? So you sort of step back out of the booth, right, with this thing snapping at you, trying to get back on your head, right? You see these spirits, you follow your true God, not the false God, right? And then these apparitions, and you like you look around as you're stumbling out, and it's like all around. You see the spirits, and they fade, and then right?
Okay, sorry.
This is the cabbage.
And did I give you a card for following through on the critical skill resolution?
No, but
Or
I'm
dramatic
holding a
skill
hand of
resolution.
4 of them.
Okay. You get 1 for your approved action, because your hand of 4 is you get a hand of 4 for being a Storm Knight, right? You haven't had a hand yet. You've earned yourself cards, but you haven't had a hand yet.
Okay.
Okay. You put 1 down at the end of your turn to be in your pool.
Okay.
And hand size doesn't matter when we're in rounds like this. You could have a hand of freaking 10, right? But at the end of the combat, you would go back down to 4.
Okay.
So you have ascended.
down.
You have had your moment of crisis, and you are now officially a Storm Knight. You have access to your possibilities, your cards, your reality skill. Well, you've been using your reality skill, which is part of why this whole thing happened.
Okay, I've chosen to place leadership, which allows me to place 2 cards into any other character's card pools directly from my hand or pool and immediately refill my hand. Does that
Yes.
happen as of now? With
Yes,
this in the
if
pool?
you drop it in your pool, you can play that immediately, because
Okay.
at the end of your turn, you put a card into your pool. If that card can be played,
Then I can do it. Okay. Then I'm going to put this in your pool. And I'm going to put this in your pool.
and yeah, you cannot put in a further card in your pool. You've already played your pool cards.
Yes.
Um,
And that's been used, so it goes to the... Okay.
discard pile. Correct.
Oh, thank you. That was a lot of stuff.
Cosm.
Cosm?
Cosm card.
Oh yes, give him a Cosm card. Correct.
Cosm? Which one?
Cyberpapacy it is.
Ooh.
Okay, so here's what I was thinking. So here's what's gonna happen. I relent.
Oh?
Yes, I relent and I repent. Relent to repent.
Are you gonna like actually submit, or are you gonna try and like do a trick
Are you
or something?
bluffing,
Are
or
you
are you
bluffing?
actually giving up?
Yeah.
It is a trick.
Okay, then that's all I want to know.
It is a trick, and I do have a trick of 11
Great.
on a value.
Do it.
So,
I like it.
so I'm gonna relent from stabbing this police officer in the neck with a box cutter.
And you're like, no, I'm sorry, and you get down on your knees on the ground.
Yes.
You're getting on the ground. Roll your
Oh.
trick, and we'll see how successful you are, and
All right.
see if you
Yeah, they may or may
stumble
not
up your
arrest you.
opponents.
Prone to crucifixion.
Let's see. Okay, so I rolled a 15.
15 is going to give you a
Plus
bonus
2.
of 2 on your trick. What's your trick? 11, you said?
Yes.
13?
Yes.
So 13 for a trick. Their trick is 9. So that's a difference of 4, which is a standard. So I'm going to give them that they bought it and they're coming to arrest you and cuff you. They're at a -2 right now because they're stymied, right? Because
Okay.
they're expecting you to just give up, right?
Yes.
Your acting was above board. Like you here's an Oscar.
Yeah, they're like, okay, yeah, we're arresting you now. So they're literally just not expecting if anything untowards were to happen. They're coming in to bust you. They're approaching you. They've got the cuffs out. Next turn they're putting the cuffs on you.
All right.
Well, that's what we're
Play
gonna do
one
here.
last turn on that
Yeah,
one.
that's what we're gonna do here, right? You've made me stymied, so on my villain's turn, I'm gonna try and put the cuffs on you, but I'm gonna need -2 to do it, because I'm not expecting you to
do
resist.
something.
Okay? Villain's turn, I'm gonna go for the cuff grab then. And I rolled a 7, so that's gonna give me a
-2.
-2 with
Plus
a
minus
minus
4,
2, so
-4.
-4, so my dexterity 8, 4. So yeah, I go to put the cuffs on, and you pull back. So next turn,
You-
whatever you're gonna do,
Magic.
I'm going to rest. I shot Ernesto. I get to shoot him again. What's he doing here? Oh yeah, you didn't even you soaked the damage.
Yeah. You the man.
I'm shooting you again then. Oh,
Alright. I'm gonna attempt a dexterity here. And I'm gonna
Well, wait.
attempt to, because I've been waiting
oh,
forever.
okay.
So interrupting a foe requires a context of dexterity with a -2 penalty. The shooting's going too far. I mean, this. Okay, you know what? I think all this cybernetic stuff is glorious and all, and there's just some kind of misunderstanding here. This shooting can no, too far. Subdual. I'm gonna attempt to I don't know, throw myself at his arm and grab his gun so that he can't shoot Ernesto again.
You go for a disarm. All right.
Yeah, with a 2.
Well, I did get this card to snap me up and make me think more responsibly, and it's a hero card.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll again, giving myself a 12 for a 14
which
to
is
a
a +1.
1 to my unarmed, which is going to be a 10.
All right. Versus my unarmed, which is 8.
And mine's actually a 10, because I'm at a -2 for going on your initiative.
Oh yes, that's right.
So it's tied.
It's tied.
Be
Okay,
more
so
successful
you
at it, but-
got the grapple. You grabbed his arm. You're
Yeah.
struggling over the gun.
Could I
Yeah.
play a supporter to add a +3 to this thing?
Yeah, but it wouldn't push me over the success to a good.
Yeah. You get the card for the successful attack with the grapple. You can go for a strength -2 damage on it, but it's, you know,
My strength is a 7, so my strength would be damage would be a
5
5.
versus frickin' 12.
so.
They're definitely wrestling over the gun, and yeah. So we'll give him a stymie as well. New drama card it is then. Everybody got their card for what
You
they were
spot a weakness. Maneuver and taunt. Villains are up, but they're stymied.
Ooh.
Number 2.
doing. Card 2.
You still had your guys outside if you were doing
They
it.
lost track of me.
Yeah, he whipped around the corner,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
was doing an aim, so now I'm chasing after him essentially.
They're like, I got her! Well,
So yeah, I'm doing the next turn there.
they're scrabbling over each other
Yeah.
to get after me.
The chase is on.
The chase is on, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a -2 on trying to cuff frickin' Buddy here again, who's struggling away. Well, his stymie still applies because it's till the end of his next turn.
Yeah.
So that makes it a -4.
Yeah.
He's stymied now.
So that's a
Very
-4.
stymied?
Yeah, he's very stymied. He's at a -4. He's trying to grab you. He's can't get it. I'm gonna try and shoot him again, but I'm at a -4 now because you're grabbing me with your stymie and I'm stymied. So let's try. And I got a 2, man. I shot at the ceiling.
Sweet.
Okay. Now there's panic going on. People are starting to like get riled up because there's blast shots hitting the ceiling. All right, perfect.
Our objective is to
Yeah, that
survive and
causes
get out,
panic.
right?
The drones aren't going to open up unless things get more serious.
Yes.
So that's going to be your guys' turn then. I'm,
Yes.
yeah, because this stymie
Nice,
bullshit really made things difficult for me.
Good.
Maneuvering, taunting are your approved
So,
actions.
as far as I know, the guy never actually got up after he fell up.
That's right. He's struggling on the ground.
Okay,
With,
so I'm gonna go
he's vulnerable and stymied right now, yeah.
and we'll run up to him and I'm trying to kick that gun out of his hand.
Okay.
Good luck.
A 6. Holy shit.
It's a -4, so 8.
Dodge right now is a 9. So yeah, you ran up to go and kick the gun. The other guy there struggling on the ground with them, and you know you miss and because of the struggle going on.
Do it.
And who's next then?
Technically, it's me, because I have
Yeah.
a 9 dexterity. Did you successfully boot that out?
I did not.
No.
He beat me by 1.
Yeah, imagine. Jerk it out of the way as you're swinging your kick.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna bang his. Try to bang the gun out of his
Unarmed
hand.
combat that stuff then. Let's go.
Continued grappling?
Yeah,
Because I have a hold of his wrist already.
well, we'll just call it unarmed combat. You know, you're fighting him with a gun and hitting him at the same time kind of thing, right? Yeah.
Yep.
So smash him.
19, giving me a bonus of 6 to my 15 in total.
Dodge a 9, give us a 6, good success. roll a die onto whatever you're using your fists or you.
A good success causes strength damage to a foe. Total damage of 9 to what? His 12? Was trying to knock the gun out of his hand.
You're doing active strength. My strength is 8 then.
So I was trying to bang the gun out of his hand.
Okay, strength with your bonus versus my strength of 8.
Strength, my bonus, thank you, is a 13 then.
13 versus 8. You rip the gun out of his hand.
13 and 8 are 5.
Yeah.
So a good success.
Yep.
So I use the cylindrical object that I pulled from that officer's belt.
You pop the cap off this
I
cylinder.
pop the cap off
and
by
it starts going.
It's a grenade.
That's what he looks like right there.
Okay, so he looks like
got it from, just stick it back.
looks like he's from fucking Mega City 1, okay? Like, alright, fine, alright. I put it back in his belt and
There you go.
beeping.
So
There
what
you
you're
go.
doing is,
Alright.
would this be an unarmed combat or a melee weapon?
I'm gonna call that a trick.
Okay.
That's still part of the
So now
trick.
you're rolling your trick.
Drop your gun.
6.
Which is a -4.
And then what's your trick bonus or your trick value?
11.
And that was a 6, so -4.
I'm gonna give him my adrenaline card.
Oh, okay.
Add 3 to your dexterity, strength, or related skill total. Adrenaline may be played after determining the success level of the test.
Okay, and you're all like, I gotta get it in this pouch.
He's also got a support rifle.
Okay, give him a
Actually,
possibility.
he has no cards to trade with you. I don't think you can just give him a card across, but he is a supporter, which
Yeah.
gives him a +3
Yeah.
anyhow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Supporting for him, but
Okay.
other cards
Yeah.
straight.
Yeah, it doesn't have anything to trade.
So that
Okay.
turns your 7 into a 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
But you also get a possibility right now, too.
If you'd like.
You can use it to roll for again to add to your score, or you can hold on to it for now.
you know what? I'm one to roll the
grenade.
dice. I am fast and loose on this one, so.
Okay, so it goes
6
back over
plus-
here.
Roll it again.
It's fine.
An 8.
It's minimum of 10.
Minimum of 10, so
So
it's a
16, which is a +3.
plus 3 on your
So now
trick.
you take your
Which
trick.
is a +6
trick value and
because
plus-
Ernesto played a supporter card.
Yeah.
So he
Okay.
gets a +3 from that.
So
was
he's
11?
he's at plus
So-
6 on your trick.
So 11 plus 6
total.
is 17.
17 versus 9 is going to make a difference of 8, so it's a good success.
Good success, yeah.
Okay, so roll me a dice for damage on this thing.
One of these.
One of those? Okay.
A 1.
We'll call that called shot of no armor, because standard success, right? Back in the pouch there, behind there on the waistline, there's no armor there, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna go damage is 16 on the grenade, plus a bonus of 1 for 17. With no armor is a toughness of
9.
8. Tuck that grenade back in the pouch, right in the back hip pack there, and then there's no armor protecting him there, so boom, that sucker goes off. 1 wound, 2 shock. And he goes flying back from the grenade going off in his pouch.
I'm already maneuvering.
Yeah, right.
Due to the fact that I'm light gravity goes, therefore I'm
Yeah,
maneuvering.
I'm still trying to line up a sight on you.
I'm gonna do a taunt at the same say, meet, motherfuckers! Boom!
Okay. Taunt it is. Meet, motherfuckers.
19
Hey, sweet.
for +6,
Yeah.
and my taunt is a 7, so 7 and 6 is 13.
Versus my taunt of 8 makes a difference of
5,
5, which is a
Is
good
it
success. So yeah, they're freaking pissed off and mad now, so they're like trying to get their beat on you, but it's gonna stymie
Which
them up.
means, since I did 2, I get 2 cards.
No, you only get 1. Yeah,
I did both.
Well, if you're
Multi-action.
you could multi-action, and then you get a minus.
You still rolled pretty good.
Yeah, no, that's a -2.
What's your maneuver?
Maneuver? 8.
There.
Yeah, no
something.
maneuver, which is dex, so 8.
So that's a good. You
That's
still
still-
success to
Yep.
happily try.
But does he
slide.
pick up 2 cards?
And now what's
Yeah.
your trick? Which is
Our
taunting.
taunts was a 7.
Taunt is a 7 plus your
6
-2.
is 13.
makes 11.
Makes 11.
11.
And they said it was an
Over
8.
the 8 is still +3.
Taunt is 8, yeah.
3 is the standard.
So it's a standard.
So they're still pissed off.
Yeah.
So
But
there you
yeah, successful.
So I get 2
You
cards.
get 2 cards. So yeah, since you got a
go. Very impressed with that.
good on the maneuver, we'll definitely give you a stymie, and I'll just count it as a setback that they have to take another turn to try and aim
You're like-
because they're
you're like-
fucking
like-
you're dodging them,
They're
right?
like,
So
I'm gonna get you.
yeah, yeah. See, they can't get on a beat on you. You're pissing them off. They're set back.
So there's one guy beating the brain or stabbing and exploding a cop.
Yeah.
And I am not against the church. That whole tentacle thing didn't anger me on them. It was just a test, right?
Well, I
You
mean,
found your own religion.
yeah, you found your own, and you're like, you're basically feeling like this religion here is not what you or anybody else should want.
Okay.
Right?
Can I see the girl? Obviously not.
No.
But she's gone.
Yeah.
My character's trying to take this all in right now.
There's a cop and one guy struggling with one of the church cops. And then there's, the other scroll.
Well, what do I need to do here?
You could reserve action if you don't know
I
what's
kind
going
of
on.
have
and
to.
you
That's
wanna
like
find
most of what I've
out.
got. I'm trying to sort of gather information about what's going on. So I will reserve my action for something to move within. I will wait. Trying
Flip
to
us
see.
a card then, I guess. If that's where we're at.
Yeah. Card 28.
28.
Heroes first. Attack and intimidate.
You're coming down the stairs and
you.
you see a couple more church police and another drone approaching, coming up. You're running down there with the little girl, Nick, and you're getting sandwiched between the
Well, sliding
two
down.
groups. Yeah. Ernesto, you're going first. You're battling out the gun-toting guy on the floor. You did the kick, swung and missed,
He's unarmed now, though.
He is.
It's true.
and he's still on the
Cut his
ground,
arms
so he's
off.
vulnerable.
Really unarmed.
And did you get him on any? No.
I knocked
Did
the
you
weapon out of his
check your
hand, and he was stymied for that turn to the end of this
That was the
Yeah.
dude you were on, though, right?
Yeah, it's the same dude you're fighting. He was trying to shoot you. I jumped on his gun.
Right.
Yeah.
We're both beating this dude up.
So yeah, he's got a stymie going right now, and he's -2 to his stuff, but
He's on the ground.
but he's also vulnerable to your.
Hurt him.
Yeah, I'm not giving him a
my Zach.
very vulnerable because he's wrestling on the ground with the other guy, but
I've only been struggling with one arm, not the rest of his body.
Cattle prod him.
you're gonna cattle prod him.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you gonna try and maybe called shot it into a place where there is no armor, like?
Stab him in the neck.
In the neck, yeah. Well, where's that?
Minus-
Right in the neck.
Zap him. Let's see this shit go.
6.
Holy shit. 6 is -4.
What are you doing about it?
-4.
If
I'm
I'm
gonna.
You got cards to help. You got. Are you making this your moment, or are you still holding off? You waiting on the
Kill him with
zap?
an electric prod in the neck.
Yeah. All right.
Lateral.
18.
Plus your
Initial 6 is 24. Becomes +8.
to your
To my
melee.
12.
8 and 12 are
20.
20.
Okay.
to his.
All right. 20, but we're minusing 4 for called shot, right?
Yes.
16.
So he's got a 16 versus my dodge of 9. Which
But are you
7?
Is that with your vulnerable?
Oh, with my vulnerable at 7.
So
With
7
is 7.
and we were 7 and 16.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
9.
9.
So
Good.
close.
It's a good.
Yes.
Got another
It's a
one?
good. Anybody got a card to push it up by 1 more?
I do not. Oh wait, yes I do actually. Do you have any interest in this action card?
I think
Do you have something
Trade
you
it.
want to trade me for it? Is what I'm asking.
it's a quarter of drama.
You know what? Trade me that supporter. I would really love that card.
So if you play that
Now you can use
action
the supporter
card,
on
now
a
you're
speed.
at a outstanding
Outstanding
success, and you get 2 dice
Two of
for
them.
damage.
suck it.
8.
Oh, 8 plus an additional 8. It's
So strength plus 3 is the damage of the weapon.
Strength 3, so 9 plus 8.
9 plus 8 is going to give us a 17, yes. And his toughness is 8 without that armor.
Oh yeah, call shot. Can I play the supporter? Can I play the supporter on that total?
Yeah, it's any roll.
You can on the damage if supporters to any roll, correct?
I believe so.
So
Play to
if you-
add 3 to any character's total. Supporter may be played
So
after
his
determining the
damage,
success
his
level.
hit 6-sided dice, you can add it to that.
Would then
That's what
become
I'm-
12.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
2 and 4. Holy crap.
So 12 would make it 2 wounds, 5 shock because it's
5.
painful.
Wow.
2
instead of
wounds,
4.
5 shock.
Yeah.
So he's at, is he at 10 shock?
He's at,
Because he was at 5 shock last time.
yeah,
Cattle
like
prod.
he's
Shocking.
out and with,
Serious brain damage.
Some kind of burn on his
Yeah.
neck.
so yeah, you zap that up and you're just like, frick this guy. And as you do, and you're like zapping him, and like electricity is like surging through that, that cattle prod into him, you're like, it's like, the cattle prod is no longer zapping energy into him, and it's like it's coming from you, and it's like rippling down your arm, and it's like arcing across that cattle prod and snapping into his neck, and you can just feel the power like welling up within you. Big crackle and explosion emits from you, right? And like, so yeah, you're zapping electricity now. Give him a full hand,
Nice.
and he spent 3 possibilities so far, right?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna give you one more extra.
That was pretty sweet.
And yeah, you currently have access to your lightning magic, right?
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Right? So you're starting to evolve, and you can feel that power welling up within you, and you're like, whoa, I can shoot electricity out of myself. What the fuck is this?
I'm willing to use the Cosm in this instance in order to get us out of this. I've been waiting.
Okay.
I don't mind using it. La Resistance is stepping up. Because that we are fighting against the church, and we are
Okay.
on the side of right.
Yeah, so you're like sliding down this banister, and these church police are coming up and chasing after you, and then all of a sudden, from like the streets from the side, freaking gunfire starts erupting, and they start firing back, and you dive over the side. They start scrambling in, pouring in, firing off guns, and a riot starts breaking out. And people are like scattering, and the police here can't contain the crowd, and people are flowing for the freaking doors and pouring out into the streets. And so amidst all the commotion, you guys managed to pick yourself up and go out with the crowd in the confusion, and drones try to track and find you with
Just
their
enough chaos that
sensors.
we can get the fuck out.
Yeah.
His only gun was that pistol?
Yeah, you try.
Okay, no, that's cool. I
You
just
you
wanted
try
to-
to use that, right? And you're like picking up, and it's like unregistered user.
Throw it away.
I am